In the morning light, markets take their flight. NASDAQ opens tight, only 30 feels so right. Liquidity's the key, trading wild and free. Make your bets and see where the money gonna be. Watch the ticker rise, dreams in our eyes. Our numbers never lie, in the NYAM sky. Liquidity's the key, trading wild and free. Make your bets and see where the money gonna be. Watch the ticker rise, dreams in our eyes. Our numbers never lie, in the NYAM sky. Opening price says, hey, let's seize the day. Volatility at play, make that cash okay. For 0830 we start reeling. 12 o'clock with that feeling. Indexes keep feeling, our profits keep on healing. Watch the ticker rise, dreams in our eyes. Our numbers never lie, in the NYAM sky. Chart the daily grind, patterns we will find. Trading state of mind, in the market we're aligned. Power hours near, gaze becoming clear. Riding waves, no fear, profits drawing near. Watch the ticker rise, dreams in our eyes. Our numbers never lie, in the NYAM sky. Watch the ticker rise, dreams in our eyes. Our numbers never lie, in the NYAM sky. Watch the ticker rise, dreams in our eyes. Our numbers never lie, in the NYAM sky. Watch the ticker rise, dreams in our eyes. Our numbers never lie, in the NYAM sky.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. Here we are again. Another day, another high impact news day, by the way. And I have to be honest, I've been doing a lot of analysis this morning, figuring out like, okay, where do we want to go? So to give you an insight of how I'm looking currently at the market, is that on the weekly we took out this short-term low after taking out liquidity, leaving a weekly fair value gap, and creating equal lows here right now. Hence, I think that we will take out this liquidity pool one day somewhere soon. If that will be today or tomorrow, I don't know. Why? Because on the daily yesterday, we made a market structure shift to the upside with taking out this high here, where we closed below equilibrium of the fair value gap that's over here. We still have an order block over here. And as you can see, we have that weekly order block here, weekly fair value gap, and a daily fair value gap over there. So the daily is bullish right now after yesterday, but we are in high resistance area. When we look at the current week, how it behaved was Monday was consolidation with moving lower. Tuesday, we did a manipulation, it looked like, to the upside. And yesterday, Wednesday, we went up. So if you look at a candlestick pattern, basically like how a candlestick is created, so consolidation, manipulation, distribution, we might be looking at a second distribution today and tomorrow to the upside, which is, well, it's counterintuitive to my weekly bias, but it will be today will mostly be like, okay, what will the market give us right now? And based on that, I will have to act. For now, I'm not sure yet. We would have to look. And yeah, that's my analysis for now, basically. That is my analysis for now. And there's not much to be said after that, actually. So yeah, and for now we will just be waiting, see what price will bring us. So the first high impact news will be given at 8:30, and then we will have some more news at 10 a.m. So this will mainly be probably watching what the 10 a.m. news will do. I assume that the 8:30 news will be the manipulation, and that 10 a.m. news will be the distribution of orders. That's what I'm currently looking at. Um, do take into consideration that tomorrow it is NFP. So I went back into data, and what we do see sometimes on NFP weeks is that the first day will be a small range day. So we would have to see what happens. And now you know everything in regards to what I'm looking for today. So right now I don't really have a bias. It can go bearish, it can go bullish. Um, right now I am tempting to go bullish over bearish, looking at the weekly profile, how we currently create it. Um, so yeah. Yeah, I'm relatively sure that we will be bearish, basically. Will be bullish today. Uh, it's just a feeling, you know? Like, this is the opening price. We hovered above it, we manipulated to the downside, and now we're going up. So, I have a feeling that we will continue distributing higher. Hmm. Why does it feel that the live stream, for some reason, is a bit blurry? No. Alright. It is what it is. Da 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 da, do 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 do. Yeah, I think that yeah, we will probably go bullish today. I mean, I took a trade on this Tuesday, so I took a trade on the manipulation of the week. It looks like. So yeah, we did take out a lot of buy side liquidity yesterday. Good to notice is, by the way, that we have still a lot of buy side liquidity resting over here in that weekly fair value gap zone. So I wouldn't be surprised if we currently are getting drawn towards that. That is currently how it feels like, at least. If we have a look at the 4-hour, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if we just continue going up there. Like, this is a 4-hour for value gap that we currently were in. We made a 15-minute market structure shift out of that here. So I think we'll continue higher. It would be nice if we have like a small manipulation of price at open. I would appreciate seeing that. If we indeed at open have a manipulation to the downside, then I'm pretty sure that we will go up. And then again, we should not forget that tomorrow's an FP. And that there's a daily order block over there. Annoying much? Pretty much. Very high resistance environment. Trading these days was amazing, basically. But, yeah, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Thursday, Friday. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Yeah, Wednesday was the reversal. Yeah, I think that we will go higher today. To at least the daily order block. It is kind of screaming that we should go there. Also, when you look at the 15-minute, this looks a lot like trendline liquidity. However, we also have liquidity still here, looks like. So perhaps that will be taken actually with the open. Perhaps that will be taken at the open. Like today really depends a lot on what the intraday volatility is giving us. Which is a bit annoying, but it is what it is. Ah, yawn. Let's see if we can put some music. And hopefully something that is a little bit calming. That would be nice. There we go. Hmm. Do, do, do. So news will be coming out in 5 minutes from here. From now. Which London low is here. London high is here. Yeah, to be fair, this is not actually really London high. It's extreme though. Probably high and low. From there to there. So, I am bearish. Still. But the week is currently having a bullish profile. So, depending on what liquidity we will take out first, where we will go to, today is really a day that we have to trade without a bias, basically. Which makes it a teeny tiny bit difficult, but what do you do? What do you do? I just noticed that. Oh no, this is correct. It's correct. So we did take out Asian lows, we still have Asian highs. Asia high is here, previous day high as well, corresponding with that. Having a London high here as well, and London low. Hmm. Right now we're also more close to the previous day high. If at 8:30 we will take out the previous day high, and I think that at 10 a.m. we will actually distribute lower. However, if the 8:30 news takes out the low, then I'm relatively sure that we will go higher. Today's profile on the other hand is bearish, so like if you look at London, we went above the midnight opening price, drop lower. And when we went lower, we just took out Asia low. Okay. Hmm. There we go. This, by the way, is very volatile price action. Like, we never re-entered or an entry zone, basically. This is the first time that we actually went back to an entry zone where you could have entered. So enter here, stop loss here. So then you would have something like that. Obviously not taking that, because this is not my trade setup. Obviously. Okay, so news stayed within the range currently. It did go back to that, did retest that fair value gap of the 15 minutes. It looks like. Took out some relatively equal lows here. Leaving relatively equal highs over there. Is it just me, or it looks like my stream is a bit blurry on YouTube? I don't know why, but okay, so we currently took buy side here. Resting sell side. But remember, this is a 4-hour value gap that we are in here, so currently bullish on the 15 minute and on the 5 minutes. Pretty much the same for the 1 minute. This could have been an entry for you as well. Not sure how I would have entered, to be honest. Like, if I would have entered, I probably would have entered like this. Something like that. And then, yeah, something like that probably. So the 15 seconds currently is bearish. Ay, ay, ay. And this is the 8:30 opening price. Now is the question, how will we go from here? So if we now break this low, I will be looking for shorts throughout the day. However, if we then break again the buy side, so for example, if I will be looking for shorts and I lose one trade, after if we then break this high, I will be looking for buys. Pretty huge indecision candle this is on the 15 minute so far. Let's see, how much can I risk on my Express account today? So I can risk 450. So that's one contract. So we had a manipulation of the buy side liquidity right now. After that manipulation, we did have on the 15 seconds a market structure shift here, which is interesting. I didn't enter this, by the way. If I enter, you will see it. These are just things that I tend to backtest. And like see how price would deliver against it. Okay, so interesting. This would have been a valid trade on the 15 seconds. I really should. It's a shame that FX Replay, the party that I used to forward test, doesn't allow second charts. Because these are things like the openings with the manipulation, etc. These are things that I really would like to test. And see how they develop. Because we would have had a beautiful trade here. So right now this manipulation looks pretty nice. Now I'm interested in seeing if we will break that low. And how we will break it, more importantly. That is more important than how we will break it. Just glad to know that like my strategy, it works. Like seeing things like this, that it plans out so smooth, and then your whole trade would have been like 8 minutes. 8 minutes to get a 3.5 RR. Really nice. Okay, first 15 minutes of the trading day are over. where we saw manipulation of buy side liquidity, followed by drop lower currently. If we will now break this low, I'm very interested in the fair value gap that will be created here on the 15 minutes, since it overlaps with a 5-minute fair value gap then. Like, if this would be a fair value gap to be created, but it doesn't. Alright. No 15-minute fair value gap. So, with the current price action of today, I'm currently bearish. Because this looked like a nice manipulation. It looked like a beautiful manipulation, I should say. Now we'll just have to wait and see what the rest of the day will give us. Did we now take this out already? So the low here is 86. Low 86. What would have been the risk parameter on this? Well, that's decent, I guess. That's pretty decent. So this fair value gap is of the previous price swing. The current pricing was from here to there, as can be seen. We do create relatively equal highs here. Something I don't like. By the way, am I currently... Yeah, okay, people can hear me. Good to know. Always double checking. Always double checking. Interesting to see how we are currently creating equal lows here. Like there's a lot of sell side, but there's also a lot of buy side. Right, so intermediate term high, intermediate term low. So yeah, it really looks like we are currently bullish on the week. Oh, difficult trade conditions. Oh, I do not approve. So today on the day we went lower. Manipulation, potential distribution, right? Manipulation, distribution, manipulation, distribution. It's interesting that we're now just hovering around this fair value, 15 minutes fair value gap basically. So what's the current order flow for DXY? DXY is literally mimic DX. Oh wait, this is not DXY. This is M&Q. What the hell? Ugh. Okay, DXY. Okay, let's do it from there. So DXY just went a little bearish. But this was a huge liquidity sweep, I would say. So at opening, fear to the fear time. Okay, so we already went lower. Sell side, buy side. Yeah, DXY tells me that we should be going up. Like DXY is going up means that we should go down on NAS. Hmm. What will happen at 9:30? 9:30 will determine a lot for today. Yeah, I'll quickly go to the toilet. We're back. All right. I go to the toilet and things break. Okay, so we now have a market structure shift to the downside. Do, 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 do. If we would retrace, we might be able to reach this fair value gap here, this hourly fair value gap. We might be able to reach that. Yeah, I think we will today we will target this low, this hourly low. Wouldn't be surprised if we do that. So the current week is from this to there. Yeah, that hourly low would be okay to target. Today I will be bearish. Looks like. Looks like today I will be bearish. If I actually had like stuck to this trade, it would already have been to 128. Insane. How much would that be on a one contract? Enough, enough. So we had that manipulation at 8:30. Let me double check. Did I actually already update everything? I think I did. Yeah, I did. Was it 8? This was not 800 though. I didn't update this correctly. So that trading day, it was 1072.14. 1014. Does that correspond now? 70392. Yes, that corresponds. Okay, good. So at 10 we have market op. We have high impact news again. Now at 9:30 we have official open of the market equities. It looks like we do not really have a gap. Not much at least, which is good. On regular trading hours, seems like we are currently. Yeah, okay, there's a huge gap here. Yeah, we should be okay actually. I'm up for sales. If the right setup presents itself, I'm up for sales. I'm up for sales then. Okay, 1 minute till equity's open. One minute till equity's open. Hmm. Alright, one equity's open. How's the 5 minutes currently doing? 5 minutes currently is bearish as well. Okay. It's a lot of volatility right now during the open. Oh, okay, and the 1 minute turned bullish. Okay. We're now in the 15-minute fair value gap. We should start paying attention. We have equal lows here. Also, those equal lows equal the mitigation range. So, equal highs, I mean. So I think that we will purge liquidity here and then probably will turn to the downside. That's what I at least expect. I'm not surprised by this move, not at all. Just repricing to a 15-second fair value gap over here. I'm gonna shut down the music so that we can focus a little bit more on trading. Is the 1 minute actually going down? Not sure if I'm a huge fan of that. I mean, it is possible, of course. Like, it is possible. We didn't close below though, so I'm waiting. This price action is not nice. I mean, it's the first 15 minutes, of course, but I would like to see price enter this mitigation area. So then we have, this is our entry area basically. So I wanted to go in there. Looks like it does want to do that, right? Yeah, awesome. That's great. That's terrific. I can work with that. I can work with that. It didn't enter or swipe this liquidity yet, though. I think it wants to swipe that liquidity. I mean, this is just asking to be swept, pretty much. There we go. So that liquidity that I wanted to see swept is swept now. Okay. We keep going up. I approve. I approve. Looks like we want to go higher. Are we going higher? That's the question. Like, I don't think that we swept this, right? We made like 504.74, 505. Yeah, this is like we created equal lows there. That's interesting. Why did that go off, the hell? So we might want to swipe that. Okay, now we swept that. Damn, are we going higher? We might go higher. So we are now above 8:30 open. Right now we are above 8:30 open. So if we now would change character, that would be huge. Eight 30 open, 9:30 drop down. We may be changing character. Are we going up? We might go up. This is some extremely heavy displacement to the upside. I really wonder what news would do, honestly. Like we have relatively equal highs and relatively equal lows now. So who knows what will happen. What is ES doing? I have to just quickly check ES because yeah, so ES turned bullish as well. I think we will be bullish today, guys. Does that mean that we're still going bearish on the DXY? So the next liquidity will be there on DXY and there. Okay. All right. At 10, we will probably retrace into the 15-minute fair value gap. Let me quickly go to the toilet. Wait. Low. Alright. So we are currently bullish. So there we go. So we had 9:30 opening. Jesus Christ, can you stop? This is like search and destroy, look at that. So at 8:30 we took out buy side liquidity, then sell side liquidity. Now we took buy side liquidity again. And we are bullish. So now I wonder, will we displace lower now? Or will we actually go up? Because we do have this sell side liquidity resting here. So I am right now how this turned out, this makes me bullish. So if the 10 a.m. news will drop below the 8:30 open, then that means that we will have a buy scenario in our hands. But it really depends if we create a fair value gap, 15 minutes fair value gap or not. Like I can see again, I can see bearish and bullish play out either way. I can see both being played out. Like on the 5-minute we are currently bullish. On the 15-minute we are currently bullish. The 1-minute we are currently bearish, which would be fine. I'm really curious for the 10 a.m. news. The 10 a.m. news will probably give the setup, so. So we have 6 more minutes to news. For that reason, I will just grab myself some lemonade. So be right back. And we're back. And we're back. If I'm correct, these ones are the same, right? Yeah. News in a few minutes. I'm very curious about what the news will do. In theory, if you trade breakers, you would have a breaker here. If I'm correct. Or this here. But I don't trade breakers, so. Okay, so we're going above the midnight open. That is really interesting. Perhaps what will happen actually, that we will take the previous day high and then reverse. That might be possible. That might be actually possible. But we will have to see. Right now we're just being patient. ES doesn't have those equal lows though. Like, check that out. This low and that low. That's a huge difference. ES did take some liquidity here, just like NASDAQ did. There's so much sell side liquidity on ES though. That's pretty huge. I'll set an alarm for ES on this low here. If we break that, then ES will be bearish. And yeah, and NASDAQ might follow. And NASDAQ might follow that. So, news in 20 seconds. BMI, so that will be interesting. A lot of the times this is a pretty huge move. And there we go, news. Will we move back into the 15 minutes for value gap? Looks like we will move into it. Or at least we're trying to. They are not really succeeding so far. Okay, so we went below 8:30 opening with the news now. I would like to see it touch that 50-minute fair value gap, honestly. I'm really waiting for that. And then it becomes interesting. And it will become even more interesting if we would take out the sell side liquidity actually and not go higher. That will be even more interesting. Yeah, I will at least have to wait 3 minutes, so I'm going to do something in the meantime as well, so be right back. So we didn't really touch that 15-minute fair value gap yet, I see. It's like it doesn't know what it wants to do. Like, we have a lot of buy side liquidity here, as you can see. Sell side liquidity resting here. Yeah. I'm quickly grabbing another cup of coffee, I think. Yeah, this will take some time. Alright. We are in that 15-minute fair value gap now. Alright, ES actually, if I... Okay, ES switched to bearish market structure right now. This is something we have to keep in mind. Let me go here quickly. I think I'll be opening the chat for non-subscribers. Yeah, let's do that. Open the chat for non-subscribers. Anyone can send messages. Save. There we go. Everyone can send messages if he or she wants. I'm gonna remove the 4-hour for value gap. I don't like that one. It really feels like search and destroy at the moment. Oh man. Let's quickly have a look at ES again. What it is doing. So for ES, I wouldn't trade ES for the upcoming 15 minutes at least. Because I want to see if ES creates a bearish fair value gap. ES currently looks bearish, which is very interesting. Yeah, ES looks bearish right now. The daily on ES is also still bearish. Because it didn't take out this low where NASDAQ did. So ES did fill that daily fair value gap completely. Or at least almost. It didn't fill it by 1.5 handles. Yeah, it looks like ES will close bearish on the next 15-minute candle. This is like this is literally a search and destroy day. This is literally search and destroy. So you have to be very careful of what you're trading. Right now we are below 8:30 open. We're trading below 8:30 open. Only thing that I don't like right now, like NASDAQ is showing bullishness right now. The only thing what I don't like is that we didn't take out this low. Because if we took out this low, whereas for example ES did, and that we're now going higher, this would have put in a potential entry. Whereas ES currently has divergence with NQ. Yeah, so ES closed below, meaning that we might actually see NASDAQ going lower as well. And that we create a fair value gap over here to the downside for ES. We would have to see what will happen for NQ. Like DXY, we have a fair value gap over here. And a fair value gap over here. Which we could potentially go lower of. Right now the range for DXY is from there to there. From this high to that low. So we are currently correctly correlating on NQ at least. So ES is not correlating with DXY now. So it looks like we are consolidating a little bit. So I'm not sure what we are waiting for on NQ. The 5-minute on NASDAQ is bearish, by the way. So that means that I am not allowed to trade NASDAQ either way right now. I would first have to turn bullish again. Yeah, ES is creating a huge fair value gap here, it looks like. Perhaps NQ will do the same. I actually hope that we now break this low here on NQ. That would be amazing. For bearishness. For bullishness, it's uncertain. Like the 5 minutes, like I said, we are bearish, so we first would need to be bullish on the 5 minutes again before we can actually take a trade to the upside. When we broke this buy side liquidity, right? Was there anywhere a way to trade that? I don't think so, right? Doesn't look like it. Yeah, ES looks really nice for sells. For NASDAQ, we would have to wait at least till this candle closes. If it goes below the sell side liquidity, then I'm happy. Then I'm happy. Because then we went to midnight open and above 8:30 at 9:30 and news, and now we're going lower. There we go. Amazing. Okay, so we have a bearish day. Yeah, we have a bearish day. Amazing. Now we're just going to scalp. Let's see what happens. A good example again, by the way, of why being patient is very important. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if we would target this sell side here. There we go, sell side liquidity. We will probably target that. Difficult trade conditions though, not gonna lie. This is like, you have to be very patient. You have to be extremely patient. So we took sell side liquidity now, leaving a fair value gap, potentially. Ay, 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 ay. These conditions, man. Unbelievable. So we have this high to that low. Ideally, I want to see this low broken so that we then can calmly spool up to then break lower on the 1 minute. This day, for real, extremely difficult trade conditions. Just because of this. This was like, it doesn't matter if you were long or short, you got taken out here. Which is insane. That is literally insane. Now you might wonder, well, where do we now go towards to? Well, I have got no clue. It looks like we did respect the 50% of this wick. And I mean, right now I'm bearish according to the 15 minutes, so we'll see. If we enter this value gap without breaking the low here on the 1 minute, I have to go for a 15-second or 30-second entry probably. Yeah, then I would have to go for a 30-second entry if we don't break it. Which I do not really like. I want to do a calm trade on the 1 minute if possible. That would be ideal. Yeah, are we breaking it? Come on, you can do it, you can do it. Alright, awesome. Now we can go up back to the upside. Now we'll be happy. Let's see what the hourly will target. So the hourly will probably target this for value gap here. Or we will actually go for the sell side here on the hourly on ES. If that's the case, this will be a huge day, but we shall see. We shall see. $5 is nice and bearish still. So I am going to draw these 5 minutes for value gaps. Because the 1 minute might react from those. Right now, price has shown where it wants to go to. Like, it was not very certain, a lot of wicks doing a damage here. And now we see serious displacement lower. Now we see serious displacement. So many people probably have been hurt in this area. Actually, I'm actually proud of myself that I stayed out of it. There was actually a trade opportunity here. Like, we took buy side. Yeah, I would have not have taken this entry actually, because it's nothing. Interesting. Interesting. Like, you could have taken this trade here. Like, that would have been a potential valid entry. Because we actually broke lower here on the 5 minute as well. Only the 15 minute was not ready there yet. A lot of possibilities. A lot of possibilities. So for my entry, I want the 1 minute to take some liquidity to the upside. Right now, it didn't do that yet. Right now, it didn't do that yet. Let's see what ES is doing. ES seems to be going lower as well. Five minutes still looks solid on NASDAQ. Okay, so we have a 15-minute order block here. Where is equilibrium? Equilibrium is at that 5-minute fair value gap. Okay. Good to know. Good to know. This, by the way, would have been a 2022 entry right here. Yeah, this would have been a perfect 2022 entry. Oi. Alright, we're moving lower on the 1 minute. This was a liquidity sweep. This was a liquidity sweep. Yeah, I am pretty confident that we will go for this low today. Just have to see and find an entry somewhere today where it will present itself. I don't know yet. But I'm pretty confident that we will take out that low today. This, because it correlates with this swing, the -1 correlates with it, so. Five minutes still looking good. 1 minute looking decent now as well. All right. This candle creation is very interesting. Hitting the bottom of the daily fair value gap right now. What is ES currently doing? Let's have a look. Alright, so create another 15 minutes for value gap. Let's see how we will develop from here. Where's 50% now? Okay, 50% overlaps the order block right now. We might be looking actually at an afternoon trade instead of a morning trade. I mean, like, we already are aiming for that low here right now. And I don't want to trade something stupid. Like, getting in right now would be FOMO, and we're not going to do that. This just isn't really clear price action for me. Like, this Tuesday was clear price action. Like, this Tuesday was beautiful. Like, we broke lower for value gap, we re-entered it. And then on the 1 minute we could take an easy trade. Today, Don't know. So on the hourly, we are now bearish again on NQ, which is interesting. There's literally no retracement right now. It's like it's just one single drop off. And if you would have entered, the only way to enter would have been like here, which would have been, I mean, a pretty crazy trade to be honest. Like you would have already made 200, almost 300 handles. Yeah, this drop off is insane. Yikes. Let's see, was this tradable on the 30 seconds? I mean, it's decently tradable, I guess. And it was decently tradable. So we took out this hourly sell side liquidity. Now I would say that we rebalance to a value gap to then go lower. That's what I would like to see. Hmm. Yeah, I would have to wait for 15 more minutes. At least wait for this candle to finish. And then see if we like the fair value gap that will be created here. Because I assume there will be a fair value gap created. If we react from it, I can do anything with it. Like, what would it be for ES though? Like, we already went to the 0.1. Yeah, for ES, I would say we would actually go for these lows, these daily lows. That's what I would say for ES. Like we're now reacted from this daily order block basically for ES, right? So order block minus. Yeah, we basically reacted from that right now. So I would expect the same from NQ. We did touch this, I think. 718. What's the high on this candle? 717. We didn't touch the order block just yet. Hmm. 2 more minutes for this current 15-minute candle to see what will happen. So let's see, what will this do? This new 15-minute candle. Let's see how the ES candle developed. This is pretty huge. This is insane. So we have moved so far 360 handles from top to bottom. Maybe at 380. That's ridiculous. Sad that I cannot find an entry though. This is really sad. Again, maybe something in the afternoon. Yeah, guys, I will be closing the stream for now. And maybe we'll be looking at NASDAQ in the PM session. But for now, I don't see anything of interest to me. It's taking too long, so I will be going away. So thank you for your time. Thank you for watching. Until tomorrow, where we have NFP on the calendar. So that will be an interesting day. So bye bye.
In the morning light, markets take their flight.